What's up, Street Talk, Street God, Street Vlogs? Eric Kim Togs. All right, beautiful day in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. I love Phnom Penh forever. All right. Some thoughts. So the first one is don't die. Look both ways when you're crossing the street. Okay, one of the virtues of actually living in Phnom Penh versus like Vietnam is that culturally, people act like the cars stop for you. It's insane. Like, I still don't trust it because I'm still so used to Vietnam where cars don't stop, motorbikes go around you. And here the population is like 5 to 10% of like Saigon. And so life here is a little bit simpler. And also here, everyone uses US dollars, speaks English, life is easier, even though I'm fluent in Vietnamese. If you're curious, shout out to Chu Viet Ha, Eric yêu thương Hà luôn luôn. Tại vì 5 năm trước Eric và Cindy ở Hà Nội mỗi ngày gặp Hà và muốn jam gió với Hà và Đức và Hà nhớ Eric nói là thích kể là thích chó. So anyways, I can speak Vietnamese, and right now I'm trying to learn some Khmer. Chnom Khmer, Susadai Chnom Khmer, Sub Sabai Te, Kadao Klang, Sala Rieng, Tuyokon. I just like the language, it sounds fun, right? And I think actually the easiest way to learn a language is just to, like we say in America, shoot the $IT with people to jam za, is like to cut the wind. Like they say in the UK, the gift of the gab, G-A-B, like, you're just like, yeah, don't just have fun, right? My biggest tip to become more social is just throw your earbuds in the trash. Your AirBuds Pros Max. I'm 37, 38, I don't remember, 88, born in 88. I might be the only millennial I know who doesn't own a pair of AirPods. Like, the last pair of headphones I actually bought with my own money was like the Bose QC15, like almost like 12, 15 years ago. And then, yeah, for long-term flights for noise cancellation. For the long flights now, I have the new Bose QC something. But actually, ironically enough, the best way to just survive a long flight is just earplugs. Get the purple ones on Amazon. I think it's the Hero brand. But anyway, so I'm built for this. So the question is, why y'all such a bunch of PU $sign Igadegas? I think people too sensitive to the market noise, too sensitive to... Okay, so I have like a new proposition, right? So okay, numbers go up to the right forever, right? But like the way that it must go is that like you had to think of it like a heartbeat, right? So a heartbeat goes up, down, and then like if you use a runner or a performance athlete and you have one of those smartwatches, right? You sprint really, really fast, right? Of course, your heart rate goes really high, down, really low, high, down, really low, right? Becomes more extreme. And that's actually a sign, HRV, heart rate variability, I think. That's actually a good thing. Like, it means that you're performing better, right? And if your heartbeat is like dead line straight to the right, I guess, right? You're dead. Yeah, so you don't want to be dead. And even with like powerlifting, 1 rep max lifting, right? So let's say the goal is to, I think the term is micro-loading, right? Micro-loading forever. My tip is just add a potato chip, a 2.5 pounder, or now that I'm in Cambodia, a 2.5 kilogram pounder to the left and right side of the barbell, you know, once a week or whatevs, right? And then, you know, you eat 4 kilograms of meat or whatever you want to do, right? And you got to get your 8 or 12 hours of sleep, right? And so, in some ways, the markets or Bitcoin or whatever, right? It has to go up. Like, going up is like you hype lifting yourself up and slapping yourself in the face and then, you know, crushing a new personal record, right? And then when going down, it's like you want to sleep. Like, you must sleep. Like, it is impossible for you to grow stronger without sleeping or resting or recovering 8 to 12 hours, right? And so almost I wonder if price of Bitcoin, right? I was trying to think, it's more like an biological organs. All right, this is kind of big. If Bitcoin is in fact the first digital cyber organism that exists, it's not AI, it's not ChatGPT, it's actually Bitcoin. The reason is it pulses, it ebbs and flows, it goes up and down, sideways to left, right, whatever, right? And it's immutable, it's gonna last forever. It's got a half-life of forever, which means that it will last 1 trillion years, which is kind of cool. So obviously you never, like, if you have an asset that would last 1 trillion years, that you can give to your kids, for when your kids have kids on a spaceship going to Mars, going to Uranus or whatever, right? Would you sell that? Probably not, right? And also, like, another analogy too is Bitcoin's kind of like jet fuel. Like, you have to go really, really fast, like supersonic Mach 10 or whatever, right? Liquefy your brains. And then you obviously have to stop and recharge, fuel up again, right? And so I think Bitcoin is like the same thing. It's like it explodes up. Obviously, it needs to chill out a bit. It needs to recover. It needs to get some more gasoline or jet fuel or whatever, right? It needs some more rest. Like Jay-Z says, right? Let that bee breathe. Let that bitch breathe. And what that then means is, I walk by this Rolls Royce every single morning. Way too rich to drive a Rove. Made them Billy off the stove, right? Oh, another funny thing. If you want to conquer your desires for whatever cars, just live in Phnom Penh. You see Rolls Royces like you see candy. And don't buy the Lambo. Lambo is only for small t cowards, okay? Yeah, the ultimate privilege is walking, being outside, weightlifting, etc. So yeah, I think it's critical for us to consider more biology of the body, and yeah, just the funny thing too is, like, you cannot control the markets, but you can control, your PRs, personal records, your 1repmax attempts. Try the Eric Kim rack pull method. You might have some fun.